everybody and welcome to this guide and tutorial for the golden shot. Difficulty level is hard and I'm going to hear from the sunny Cyprus show you 9 shots in how to get a chest or 2. Before we start, do not forget to subscribe to the channel, hit that bell button so you get a notification every time there's a new video or a new live stream. Also share the video to your friends, to the players in your clan, so you can help them achieve some berserkers or maybe the apocalypse in their golden shot chest. In this version we're going to play hole number 4 of the Milano, and hole number 4 par 3, and it was also featured in the Silver State tournament as hole number 4. There we played like explicitly the rough bump, but here we're going to play 2 ways depending on the wind, because if we're going to play the rough bump all the time, we're going to have very big problem as we're going to go in between clubs in crosswind and in tailwind. So we're gonna get to that in just a little bit. Obsidian chest for the hole-in-one, amber chest for the yellow ring, crimson chest for the red ring, aqua chest for the light blue ring, and cobalt chest for the dark blue ring. We're going to play with the golden long iron in tailwind and in crosswind. In headwind we play with the golden wood club, and obviously the ball is the golden ball. Press the question mark on the top right to get to the frequently asked questions about the golden shot. Yes, 2 ways of play, and we're going to start with crosswind and tailwind type of playing, and that's going to be the golden long iron. And golden long iron is a maximum distance with a 10% over adjustment, 1.66 per rain. The easiest way to take a look here at that chart, the one to the right, as you can see the wind on the left side, rings on the right side. Follow that, then you don't have to use an app or a calculator. You can just easily fix that by watching this guide. Landing position for the long iron shot is red ring by the rough line in complete max distance. Very important to say that you don't need to care about the spin if you add it before or after you put your landing position, because spin is not going to change the rings, it's only going to change obviously the ball guideline. So max distance position, complete max distance, red ring to the left by the rough line on that island. If we play in headwind, then we're going to play with golden wood club, 2.35 per ring, which is minimum distance with a 10% over adjustment. Then we take a look at that chart, the one to the left, and there you can see the rings that you're going to play there, only in headwind. So here you can see the position. We do go for the rough bump, add spin before position, very important. Max left side spin and 2.8 bars backspin, and then you look for the position. You want to focus on the ball guideline to be approximately 1 green square to the right of the pin. And the reason I say add spin first, it's because if you're not adding the side spin to the left first, you're going to find yourself struggling finding position, as you will see your ball guideline be way out to the right. So therefore add the spin first if you play in headwind. So everyone, don't forget to comment in the comment section below with what you get as chess, and also hit thumbs up. We're gonna take a look at the video for the 9 shots. I'm going to talk you through all the holes and then we're going to summarize in the end. So let's go. Shot number 1, we do have a tailwind with the red ring by the rough line to the left in max distance, 3.5 bar backspin and 2 bar side spin to the right is what we're going to start with. 6.2 gives us 3.7 rings when we take a look at the chart. We adjust our target, and have in mind now we drop down into the sand, but the adjustments is calculated with that. So you do not need to push up or pull back anything when you drop down into the sand, as I have that cover already. We bounce on the fairway, getting this ball up there. We come in a little bit too much to the left. So that tells us one thing. First, speed, perfect. We are perfectly in height with the pin. So that is not something that we're going to change. So 3.5 bar backspin in crosswind, tailwind, perfect. But the side spin, we need to move at least 2.5 bar side spin to be okay with that. 7.6 headwind, 2.8 bars backspin, and adding max left side spin. Have in mind, look at the routine, look at the structure. I'm adding the spin first, then I'm looking for the position. Ball guideline, approximately 1 green square to the right of the pin, 7.6 gives us 3.3 rings. Very important here though to have in mind that's very hard to see the ball guideline being correct and see the adjustment correct with the wood club, so it has to be a little bit of an eyeball type of position where we put our target. But we hit the rough, we roll down, we're having a little bit too much backspin and we're coming in a little bit too much to the left, but this would have been the yellow ring if it would be there, but we have already got it when we took another shot. So there you have the two type of adjustment already from the start, and we're gonna continue, and we then have a left to right crosswind and tailwind, same type of stuff here. Landing position, red ring by the rough line to the left, then we play with 3.5 bar backspin and 1 bar side spin to the left. Only 1 bar. You're gonna see why. I'm gonna explain why. 5.9 gives us 3.6 rings. And we're gonna take the shot, we hit perfect, and we're most likely going to miss this one to the left side a little bit. Look how close we are. Yes, so close. We need to take off a little bit side spin to the left, but you may maybe wonder, why do you use more side spin when we have a right to left type of wind than we use when we have a left to right type of wind? Reason being, if you take a look here now, when we start our position, look at the ball guideline. We are already aiming more to the left of the pin, so therefore we need to compensate more when we have a right to left type of crosswind. Now 3 bars backspin, 3 bars side spin to the right in a crosswind, and we're going to play 6 miles per hour, which is 3.6 rings. And to add that, why do we start more to a position to the left with our ball guideline? It's because we then have an easier time finding the landing position. It's easier to just have the ring, you know, completely by a rough, completely by a bunker, instead of halfway through, halfway in, or something like that. A little bit too much, a little bit too little as we missed to the left there, and we needed a little bit more, and that's just so unlucky. We're getting closer though to get the hole in one. 6.2, now we change direction again. We have a little bit of tailwind, but more towards the crosswind type of way. And this is the hard part. You know, this is a very hard part here, as we do have like somewhere not completely tailwind crosswind. We like have a more crosswind than have tailwind. So what do we do here then? We are going to add 3.5 bars backspin. I'm going to use we're gonna use 1 ring to the left in side spin. Get the ball to bounce on the fairway, but we do get short. So 3.5 bar backspin was a little bit too much when we had more crosswind than we did have tailwind. So when we have more towards the crosswind area, then we use 3.2 bars backspin instead of 3.5. So now we go to a shot where we have more tailwind than we do have crosswind, and now we're going to play this one slightly more than 3.5. We do want to go up to a more slightly less than 4, and we play with 0.75 bars side spin to left. Look, we're going into details now. 7.7 gives us 4.7 rings. And now we also have a stronger wind, and obviously having a 5 mile per hour or a 7.5 or 8 miles per hour, the ball is going to be affected a little bit more. So it's never possible to get an adjustment that works 100% of the time. We can get close all the time, but it's impossible to get it to the exact same spot all the time. We do get to the yellow ring though, but that just speaks towards that we do need a little bit more side spin in that type of way, otherwise then we would be getting that one in the hole. So yellow ring, and we do get some Goliath cards, which is nice, but we also get the Berserker balls. That's what we are looking for. 5.6, now we do have a headwind and a crosswind. Max side spin left and 2.8 bars backspin. Once again, spin first, then position. Ball guideline slightly 1 green square to the right of the pin, but look, we weren't 1 green square to the right of the pin. We were kind of like just half a green square to the right of the pin. So if we did read this one right, like with 1 green square, then we should be missing left. 5.6 gives us a 2.4 2.4 rings, take the shot, we hit the rough, and we just barely missed the cup on the left there. So once again, one green square, that is what we do need, otherwise we're going to find ourselves missing the cup on the left. But still a good shot though, something we can definitely bring with us. But can't stress that enough, add spin first before you find position if you're playing in Headwind. Red ring by the rough line, now we have a crosswind left to right, pretty strong one. 3 bars backspin and 1 bar side spin to the left. 7.3 gives us 3.3 rings. You can see we went slightly into overpower, so I misread that one. Slightly touched the arrows to give yourself a little bit of overpower, but look what happens. The spin adjustment is perfect, and actually when we're using that little overpower, as I misread that shot, we go and get a hole-in-one. Nice getting the obsidian chest, and see we do get the 9 berserkers. We also can upgrade the tsunami, which is nice. Now we do have a more or less like a straight tailwind here, guys. We are going to play 4 bars backspin and 1.5 bar side spin to the right. Same position, red ring by the rough line to the left, and then in complete max distance. 6.3 gives us 3.8 rings, and then we're going to take the shot and we're going to look for this beauty to get in the hole. Bounce there, we like the view, and it rolls, and we get it spot on, getting it in the hole for another hole-in-one. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, this is a little tougher golden shot than we had the last time. And what with me saying tougher, it means that we have 2 positions to remember. Like we cannot just use one position. We cannot just use the long iron, because then we're going to have a massive problem if we do have a headwind. We cannot use the rough bump all the time, as then we have a massive problem in crosswind and in tailwind. So please have in mind, and I hope you listen carefully to this, because I want you to do the most of your free shot. Now we're going to summarize by looking at the text guide, and we see here tailwind, 4 bars backspin and 1.5 bars right spin. Tailwind and crosswind left to right, 3.5 bars backspin and half a bar left spin. It should be left spin, not right spin. Tailwind and crosswind right to left, 3.5 bars backspin and 2.5 bars right spin. Crosswind left to right, 3 bars backspin and 1 bar left spin. Crosswind right to left, 3 bars backspin and 3.5 bars right spin. Headwind and crosswind left to right. Now we come to the rough bump section, 2.8 bars backspin and max left side spin. Headwind and crosswind right to left, same type of spin adjustment, 2.8 bars backspin and max left spin. Headwind, 2.5 bars backspin and max left side spin, and there we do have it. Obviously the typo there will be fixed, so when you download the text guide or just open it on your device, you will see that it says half a bar of left spin underneath tailwind and crosswind left to right. Landing position real quick, we do have the one for tailwind and crosswind, long iron, red ring by the rough line, incomplete max distance. In headwind, important, add spin first, then you're looking for the ball guideline to be approximately 1 green square to the right of the pin, with obviously the target in complete minimum distance. So, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know what you thought in the comment section below. Let me also know what you got. Don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel so you stay on top with all the best content here in Golf Clash. And in the end, I want to wish you the best of luck in the golden shot, and go get some bones!